Hello my crafty friends and welcome back to another Mixed Media Tuesday. Obviously today I will be playing with products for my very first art journal collection for Stamperia, and if you haven't seen the live where I did go through all the products,
and let me introduce to you to Vicky Papaioannou.
Hello everyone! Thank you Adonis, thank you for the nice words. Hi everyone, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here in the Stamperia family, and you can tell how excited I am. However, for today I'm going to go quickly through the products just to show you what is included in the collection, and then I will share a project using as many of them as I can. So I have 3 different types of journals in my collection, and I offer different sizes as well. And let's first start with the paper journal. You can find it in A5 as well as in A6, and these are standard European sizes. On all my journals there is an elastic to keep the pages together, both in the large and the smaller size. They have a neutral, very subtle cover so that you can easily decorate it in any style, and inside you will find 300 GSM paper. This is a great mixed media paper. It's not watercolor, so it is super smooth, but at the same time it does allow you to play with lots of liquid and it doesn't bleed at the back. So here I did use some spray paint, but you will see that at the back we have no bleeding at all. So you can use your acrylics, you can use your sprays with no worries at all that it is going to bleed at the back, and at the same time it stays flat. One more thing that I wanted to show you is that if you go on top of this paper with alcohol marker, it's not going to bleed. This is the quality of the paper. But of course, if I go a second time and then a third time, you will see that I'm going to get just a tiny little bit of bleeding. I'm not even sure if you can see that through the camera, after 3 layers of alcohol marker. Then another option on the art journals are the stone paper journals. Now these come at the same sizes as the paper journal, A5 and A6, and this includes only stone paper inside. Now if you are not familiar with stone paper, it is a paper that is not made out of wood, it is made out of stone powder. It is very durable. You can add lots of water, you can use your acrylics, you can stick down rice paper with no worries at all. You can run it through your sewing machine with no issues. You can crumble it, as you can see. It is not going to tear. You cannot actually tear it if you go with your fingers, like that, but of course if you do use your scissors you can definitely make a cut. Stone paper is very special and it does provide a very durable surface to work on. Again, you do get the elastic. There are 20 pages on each one of those books. Not so many pages, so you can easily fill them up, and this way you can get that feeling of accomplishment. Now, if you are one of those people who don't know where to start and you do have that fear of blank page, I've got you covered. This is a great journal for you. It consists of 80 pages. This one is really big, and you will find lots and lots of designs. All the designs are very subtle, neutral in color, so you can easily turn them into any style that you like. You do have a design to start with, so it's not completely blank, but at the end of the day, with all the stamping, the techniques that you do on the background and the focal points that you stick at the end, you may not even see the design once you're finished. So in here you will find 8 different designs, 80 pages, and this is scrapbook paper. So this is 180 GSM, way thinner than the other journals, and these are great if you want to do a little bit of thinking. You can add a little bit of watercoloring or spraying, not too much however, since you need to always keep in mind that this is a scrapbook paper, it is quite thin. This is great for those projects where you do a lot of collage, but if you want to use heavy mediums, then I would suggest to go with the other journals. Now, for the backgrounds, if you are looking for some basic stencils that can be used again and again, I do have some suggestions for you. So this is the first one with lots of text, some coffee stains, and this is one stencil that can be used on pretty much any project. Here is another one. This has more text, a few postal stamps, again very versatile for any type of project. And lastly, this is one that gives you lots and lots of splatters and a couple of compasses. Always remember, you don't have to use the whole stencil, but you can always go with different areas. Now I do have a couple of border stencils. This is going to give you lots and lots of options, plus the edges. Again, these are really versatile. You can mask off the area that you want to use or go with a very small blending brush, and also notice that there are corners on all of those borders, so they can easily be used on top of a page. Now I have designed a couple of stamp sets, again keeping the beginner in my mind. So you will find coffee stains, a couple of font stamps, as well as lots of texture stamps in this one, some circle ones to give that different look. And then I do have an alphabet stamp set, since I always like to put together the words for my art journals. Really basic stamp sets that I'm sure can be used again and again on projects. Then I do have the Rabons. These are perfect for adding those extra touches, finishing touches on every project. You will find one with lots of flowers, leaves, butterflies. This is one full of borders. That's in black, and I think that you can use it in so many different projects. And here is the white Rabon. Now this includes lots of text, both in script font as well as typed font, and this is great for adding those extra white touches when you have finished and you don't want to do heat embossing. Just add white super quickly and easily in any area that you want. Then if you want to add a focal point, I've got you covered. I do have a little bag here which is really inexpensive, and it is going to give you lots and lots of ideas to play with, especially if you are a beginner in art journaling. You will find it super helpful. So you will find lots of tiny flowers as well as leaves. These are great for dressing up your projects, and you will also find a few butterflies. None of them has a white border, plus they are quite thin, but not as thin as you think. They are 300 GSM and they are self-adhesive, so you can just peel them off and stick them on your work. Now in this bag you will also find 5 bigger focal points. These are perfect for creating different pages in a larger or a smaller size, and I would suggest to take a look at the live where I show lots and lots of examples. So you get the boots, the open book, you get the teacups, a stack of teacups, kind of a reference to one of my most viewed pages of art journaling that I have ever posted. Then you get a camera, and these are the focal points that you can easily stick on top of any background, and you can dress them up with the butterflies, the flowers and the leaves. And then this is my matte glue. Really handy to use. It is quite liquid and you don't have to squeeze real hard to get it out of the packaging. Now the good thing about this is that it dries completely matte, so if you are kind of a messy crafter, no worries at all. Once it dries you won't be able to see where it is. Another good thing is that it doesn't smell at all and it's not sticky on your fingers. It is water-based. Last but not least are the new dye inks, 6 brand new colors to play with. These blend beautifully and you can work with them with water, so they are water reactive. That gives you a ton of ways to use them on a journal for your backgrounds. And keep in mind that I am going to share a live on Stamperia TV and on my channel at the same time on the 6th of July, where I will be playing with all those inks and show you a variety of ways that can be used for backgrounds. So this is the first video for today, and I'm going to post a second one where I will be playing on this page to create an art journal using many of the products that I have shown you here. So make sure to check it out. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you on the project video.